Hello friends, it's me, and today let's watch This Color Makes You More Attractive. Style Theory from the Style Theorists. Together, let's go. Let's start.
Is red the sexiest color or
Yes! Sorry. Let's watch the entire video. Sorry.
have we all been tricked into thinking it makes us look more attractive? The answer will have you seeing red.
Seeing red.
Hello Internet, welcome to Style Theory, the show that's ready to change your life once again. Now, we
Hello Internet, welcome to Style Theory.
talk about color a lot on this channel, and for good reason. It can influence everything from what we think to how we feel, and even what we do. But today, I don't just want to know what color does to ourselves. I want to find out if the colors we wear affect how other people see us. Specifically, if the color of our clothes can help make us look more or less attractive to a potential suitor. Of course, we all know the saying that black is slimming. But is there really a color out there that can turn you from zero to hero in the eyes of a potential love interest? Well, there is one color that's been synonymous with passion, love, and romance since the dawn of time. Red. Red
Yep, roses are red, violets are blue.
dresses, red ties, red lipsticks, red whatever you call this.
Red blush. You know the blush, red color.
Apparently, the reason everyone loves to don ye now our red apparel is that red is said to trick our brains into thinking that we are more attractive than if we wore any other color. But that can't be true, right? Well,
It is the truth, but it's a double-edged sword. There's pros and cons for it. You try not to attract attention from different individuals. For example, you do not want to attract attention from, I don't know, gorilla, T-Rex, Godzilla.
lucky for me, we can find out. Thanks to you, our style theorists. We posted a link over on the community tab to a survey asking for your help on a future episode, and you all came through. But hey, if you missed it and want to make sure that you always know when you have the opportunity to participate in an upcoming episode, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Our survey had three rounds of questions. One's designed to not only conclusively determine which color makes us the most attractive, but also what powers other colors hold over how people perceive us. And what we discovered will change how you think of getting dressed forever. Before we can know what makes us the most attractive, we need to know how our brains react to other colors. As we discussed in a previous episode, color can impact how we feel when we wear them. But how do they change how we perceive other people? What colors make you look more friendly and reliable? Which colors make us look older or younger? Yes, our survey was made to pry open your brain so that we can better understand how our clothes impact the people around us. And maybe how we can use that to our advantage. In this section, we showed you two models in our 10 color options: red, white, black, gray, blue, green, purple, pink, yellow, and orange. For each option, we showed you a list of keywords and asked you to pair which keyword went best with each color option. These keywords range from things like classy and confident to romantic and reliable. And theorists, it's clear from the data that we collected that color is a young person's game. Of our 10 colors, a whopping 4 had youthful as the most commonly selected keyword, which isn't too surprising. When people first start experimenting with fashion, the first thing they often test out is color. And bright, vibrant hues are often associated with young children, which is why it's no huge shock that pink and yellow, the two most in-your-face and vibrant colors, took the top 2 spots in our youthful.
Alright, just pause for first and acknowledge that funny puns that I noticed. Much respect.
Category. They were followed closely by blue, with over a quarter of our responders calling blue-clad models very youthful. Also on the list of top 4 colors for youthful appearance, white, which, sure. Though, looking at the data, it seems as though people don't have very specific thoughts about white's personality traits. And it scored pretty evenly across the board in all of our keywords. Just keep that in mind. As for the other keywords, here is Style Theory's quick guide to color coding your outfit for any occasion. If you're trying to look classy and put together, reach for a sharp black ensemble. Black is typically viewed as posh and expensive, and wearing it will make you appear very high class by association. If you want to come off kind, then green and yellow are your go-to grabs. Yellow is viewed as the friendliest color, given its association with sunshine and joy, while green's link to nature can come across as grounded and trustworthy. Want to look more mature and like you've got more grays in your hair? Well then, go for gray. It's pretty simple to remember. And finally, if you're trying to seem like a more reliable person, say for a college or job interview, the data shows that orange and gray are the way to go. There is one trick that will keep you looking cute no matter what color you're wearing, and that is accessorizing with your favorite fandom. Lucky for you, that's insanely easy thanks to Loungefly, who just so happens to be partnering with us for today's episode. You see,
And thank you so much for supporting the Style Theorist. Thank you. Thank you so much.
they just released a new collection dedicated to the one, the only 5 Nights at Freddy's. I know, can you believe it?
5 Nights at
Whether you're
Freddy's.
gearing up for your next night shift or just want to rep the iconic game, this collection goes with any outfit. The wallet is the perfect size to hold all of your essentials, and it will be guarded by plush Chica and her cupcake. So cute! I mean, so scary. And it fits perfectly into the matching Freddy mini backpack. Theorists, I love a mini backpack. And this one features the bear himself with a Fazbear pizza box. Literally, it's so cute, I can't even stand it. His eyes will follow you everywhere. No, really, that's a feature. And like Chica, his expression can change with the flick of his eyebrows. For a date night to my local pizzeria, I'd style it like this.
So if I was to use the Chica wallet as a clutch, I think I would pair it with something really girly, really soft, really pastel-y, and go for a white ensemble with a lot of different textures. Now, if I was gonna put all of that into my Freddy Fazbear mini backpack, I would go and try to bring in some of the browns, bring in some of the balloon colors, and really, really make it a statement.
They're both available now at loungefly.com, funkoeurope.com, and other official retailers. These things always sell out. And for a special bonus to you loyal style theorists, make sure that you've hit that subscribe button, fill out the form in our description, and comment below how you would style a FNAF themed fit to be entered to win a backpack and wallet of your very own. Yes, we're giving a set of these away to one of you subscribers. And I'll throw in a handwritten note from me, just so you know my appreciation. Submissions will be open for 1 week. And remember, if you don't want to wait, go to loungefly.com or any official retailer to get yours today. But of course, we haven't talked about the red elephant in the room yet. This whole episode started because of red, after all. So what do the masses think when they see scarlet or come across a crimson? It turns out that red's top 3 most common keywords in our survey ended up being things like romantic, confident, and at number 1, passionate. Far and away, our audience thought red was the most passionate of the color wheel. And having red be associated with romance and passion makes a whole lot of sense when you think about it. From movie posters to fashion ads, red is used strategically to signal love and desire. But it's not just the media. Science also says there's something that gets us feeling a certain kind of way whenever we see red. Some scientists argue that red signals fertility and good health, making those who wear it appear more attractive as a potential partner. This plays a big part in people painting their lips and cheeks a luminous red for thousands of years, as this trend is first recorded appearing around 3500 BCE in ancient Mesopotamia. All of this to say that things seem to be looking pretty good for red's appealing nature.
You have been literally like what? 5,500 years? 5,000, 6,000? Wow! That's a long time ago. Our ancestors, wow. Wow.
Except there is one big red flag. You know that saying that
Red flag.
confidence is sexy? Well, it stands to reason, given our data so far, that win should have also gone to red. Right? Wrong. You see, while red did score extremely high in the confidence category, it wasn't the winner. When it came to confidence, you all overwhelmingly picked black as the most confident color choice, which is honestly a huge surprise. But I'm not ready to rule out red just yet. This is only the tip of one colorful iceberg. What about the question that started this whole color spot?
To be fair, I think it's more because of martial arts black belt, skiing, the the black diamonds.
Viral. What color makes you look the most attractive? To determine that, we ran a simple photo test. We showed you all pictures of 10 different models against a neutral background dressed in those same 10 color options. You all rated each photo on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being the ultimate meh and 10 being the magical wow wow level of attractiveness. After calculating all of the results, I was shocked to see what colors you would smash and which got a hard pass. Y'all are brutal. The colors that gave everyone the ick and made you all swipe left were pink and yellow, which just so happened to have the lowest score of the entire survey. See, I told you it was a hard color to wear. Y'all never believe me. They had an average rating of 3.9 and 3.8 out of 10, respectively, which, now that I think about it, actually makes a lot of sense. If you remember back to our first category, these two colors were the top colors associated with youth, aka not people that you want to date. Yeah, this doesn't mean that you shouldn't wear pink or yellow in your day-to-day life. However, if you happen to be trying to woo a potential partner of a consenting age, maybe save them in your closet for another day. Just some friendly advice. Then you had our middle-of-the-pack colors, all with scores around a 5 out of 10. These colors weren't a full smash, but they also weren't a full pass. From least to most attractive, you have green, purple, orange, and blue.
You are safe.
Rounding out our top 4, to my monochromatic surprise, was gray, with an average score of 5.5. Okay, bland, work. But the gray wasn't our biggest upset in the color war. That honor goes to our 3rd place winner, red. Yeah, red. The color that has been considered the hottest of hot since humans discovered fire takes the bronze medal. Dearest, this is a huge upset. Why? Because it goes against years and years of research. Yes, scientists have devoted tons of research into finding out why humans react so well to red. Countless studies have shown that women find men more attractive in red, and vice versa. But the love of red goes even deeper than that. Other studies have shown that waitresses who wore red ended up receiving more tips from male customers, and that hitchhikers wearing red were more likely to be picked up by drivers. In fact, this outcome is so common that scientists even now refer to it as the red attractiveness effect. Yet there were 2 colors that beat out what should have been the big winner, at least according to all the data from the other studies. Clearly, they weren't asking the right questions. When it comes down to what you all found to be the most attractive overall, you decided that saturation wasn't sexy. Yep, our winning colors weren't really colors at all. With a score of 6.1, second place goes to white. And with a whopping 6.8 out of 10, the most attractive color crown goes to black. Yes, once again, black takes the crown, which, what? Listen, as a gothy girl, I love wearing black on a daily basis, but I never expected it to unseat red as the queen of attractive colors. But when you think about it, black has often found a way to slither its way into our sexy stereotypes. The little black dress has a history to rival any red lipstick, and it's considered one of the quintessential outfits for a date night. For men, the tuxedo is often the epitome of elegance, and it's used to give the wearer a more sophisticated allure. And when you turn your gaze to
Quoting from someone, elegant.
our modern day pop culture, let's be honest, we as a culture are obsessed with dangerous and confident hotties in black. From Marvel and DC popularizing the tight black bodysuits, to the gothy resurgence thanks to things like Wednesday and Jenna Ortega's Scream Queen chic. Heck, even the shadow daddies of book talk in their black leather fit the bill. Face it, theorists, wearing black has never been hotter, literally. But before I go saying that this is the answer to all answers about looking more attractive, there is one piece of this attractiveness puzzle that we haven't considered, and that is you. Well, your feelings. You see, over and over and over again, we've talked about how confidence is key to looking your best. So if we are actually going to solve for attractiveness, we need to know what makes you feel more confident. Yes, we are turning the tables on you to find out how you feel wearing the different colors of the rainbow. And what we saw was a strong link between what makes you feel confident and what makes you feel attractive. Funny how that goes. The top 3 colors that made people feel the most confident were black, blue, and red. But that's not what makes this really interesting, because it turns out that the colors that you felt the most beautiful in were also black, blue, and red. Yes, the same 3 colors. In fact, they were holding down the fort across the board. Attractive, beautiful, and confident? Sign me up for a tri-colored wardrobe, please. And looking back at the entirety of our results, the real answer to what color makes you the most attractive is surprisingly black and white. Well, black and red. Overwhelmingly, black makes us feel more confident and cute to ourselves and to other people. While red exudes passion and love, it's not what makes us feel or appear more confident. And our data shows that confidence and attractiveness are inherently linked. And that link is black, not red. Yes, when it comes to color association, love doesn't have to mean attraction. And passion doesn't make you feel more confident. People who exude confidence end up demonstrating many of the other skills we tend to deem attractive. Confident people tend to foster more trust, build stronger interpersonal relationships, are typically viewed as more persuasive, and show better leadership qualities. They just have that riz. I don't sound good saying riz. Hello, fellow kids. No, Amy, be confident. This is about confidence. Exude confidence. You can say riz. And of course, someone who is more confident in who they are is more likely to know what they're looking for in a potential partner. So, whether you like red, blue, or even polka dot, make sure that you're wearing what makes you feel like the best, most confident version of you. That being said, if you are looking for a cheat code to help you get there, the data has shown that your best option is to bet on black. But hey, that's just a theory. A style theory. Keep looking sharp. Next time on Style Theory.
Does wearing blue make you sad? Does wearing red make you angry? Today we are answering the age-old question, can color control your emotions? Move aside, Inside Out, because we are coming for your job.
Well, thank you so much, Amy, and thank you so much to the team behind these videos. Style Theorists, for this video, you guys did a great job. Thank you so much. Subscribe. Hope you enjoyed. Oh, and fun fact, if you noticed this, 3 hours ago, I was one of the few early videos watchers, so yeah, I watched a video very early. Yeah. Subscribe.